Yo, what's up? My OPR peak, man. How y'all doing today, bro? You know what I'm saying? We here. We back with another video. We here with a new topic today for creating your main character or whatever the case. I don't know. We just gonna say the making of a main character guide. Today our topic gonna be the two most important things in my opinion when it comes to making a character. I say most important because it's the ones that that you have to use frequently in a role play. You're always using it. Well, one of them you're not always using, but one you're simultaneously using at every moment. It doesn't matter. No matter what you're doing, you always are using it. Unlike last time, we got us some bulletins, so we're gonna go ahead and use this as a guide to take us on the right direction. So the two things we doing are abilities and personality. I'm gonna do personality first, since because I can just knock that out the way. Go ahead and get that done. And yeah, short, because abilities are gonna be on this for a little minute. So I'm gonna go ahead, knock out these personalities for characters and go from there. All right. So first thing first, and a personality makes a character. Like I just said, this is the one that no matter every time you hit post, you're enacting. It does not matter if you're doing it from a narrative standpoint. It doesn't matter if you're bad. It doesn't matter if you're talking. It doesn't matter if you're reacting. Whatever the post is, you're always gonna have to enact your character's personality as best as you can, whether it's from a narrative point of view or from a first person point of view. You always need to do this. And so, in most instances, I say my best way to make a character interesting as far as personality goes is try to always give them a quirk. You get what I'm saying? Always give them a gimmick or something that they are kind of basically known by. In the case for, like, let's say somebody like Kuzma, right? Because I can't speak for other people's characters because I read role plays, but I don't really understand it, right? So a character like Kuzma uses the phrase, you know. Well, he used to. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot because I had stopped using him when he like got defeated. So like I kind of forgot a lot of his personality traits. I will not lie. And Damon reminded me in a role play against Argo. He was like, "Yeah, you remember because Kuzma used to say this, blah blah." Well, yeah. Anyway, the case may be, Kuzma says, "You know." That's like a trait of his. Like it's like a quirk of his. His personality is not the best though. He kind of used to be like an emo kid, and he kind of transitioned to somebody with a bit of more personality, more broader personality. It's like a blank canvas just waiting to be painted. You know what I'm saying? So, stuff like that. Even Dame remembers this, and I don't even remember that, which is like insane to me because it's like, how do you remember something so small? But he remembered, and I feel like stuff like that makes a character live long. Other people, let's say Argo. I can do something for Argo. Argo is always yelling. No matter what, Argo is always yelling. And he's also even more than that. He's always sleeping. I've roleplayed Argo twice, and on both encounters, I've encountered him while he's sleeping. It doesn't matter what he's doing. In order for you to get a real fight out of him, you have to wake him up. That is a quirk that he is known by. Like, well, a quirk, that's a trait of his that he's known by. Or me and Ash was always making jokes like, yeah, if you can get him to wake up, maybe he'll fight you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that. Even his other character, Draco D. Damon, actually is known for being depressed, but that's not a good trait. But regardless, it's one that sticks, and people can kind of get behind that gimmick. You know what I'm saying? So I just think every character needs a gimmick. Tabard got that cool little sway. You know what I'm saying? Who are some others? Clovis got this weird thing where he's always like saying ow. Well, he's not saying ow, but he kind of is. Every time he talks, he has like a phrase where he says ow at the end of it. It's kind of like when Law says yoy at the end of his statements. Clovis always says like out at the end of a lot of his statements. I'm trying to think who else. Ashura is like Ashura's kind of different though. He's kind of like he has like a big personality. He's like playful. He do all that, but like even more than that, he's conniving. Like he's always plotting something. Like it's kind of hard to trust a character like that. You feel me? But that's not the point of what I'm talking about. He has his own trait. His trait would be like how conniving he always is. He's always, you feel me, standing back or something. Or another one would probably be his I want to say his perception. Like no matter the situation, you always catch at least once, bro. At least once you're gonna catch Ashura like rubbing his chin, and he's like thinking about something. He's thinking like, okay, so what happened here? Blah blah blah. Like he's always thinking. You know what I'm saying? And I don't do that with characters that's always thinking a lot. Not even characters like Kuzma. Kuzma is like tuned in with the rest of the world, But like even he's not as perceptive as Ashra. As Ashra pays attention to everything, bro. He would pay attention if the clouds are suddenly covering the sun, like he's like all that type of stuff. So that's what I mean by you need a gimmick that they can like that sticks and that people knows them by. You know, that makes sense. I hope that made sense because I don't feel like really Oh my god, I need a haircut. I get one this weekend, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? Give me a little break, bro. Anyway. You feel me? So yeah, that's it for the personality. I just want to be quick. I didn't even want to be 5 minutes, but hey, it got you that. The next thing is abilities for your character. Now I know this is one that a lot of people struggle with, especially now, cause oh my god, especially when y'all are building these characters from like kind of like the bottom. Yeah, and because a lot of y'all building these characters from the bottom, a lot of y'all just don't know how to build, and I don't understand the I don't understand the want, the need, the desire to just be at the top the moment you make the character. I don't get it, but anyway, the reason why I need to make a separate video for abilities itself, I'm not even gonna hold you because this is a main thing that you're building up from zero, right? I'm looking over here for something. Don't forget that. If I were you, I wouldn't want to have any ability that focus on shattering worlds for a main character. Maybe you want to do that for like a character supposed to be like a veteran, but if it's like a main, you always want to try to build up your mains a little bit, even if a little, especially if you're a rookie. You should be trying to build it, bro. Astra came a year before a lot of them. Astra's probably stronger. If I was to role play with a lot of the current 1584 rookies with Astra, he'd probably fucking sweep with them. But for some strange reason, in their role plays, they over here shattering, sinking islands, shattering worlds, phasing through the fabric of space, and like I don't know, I don't get it, I don't get the obsession. You guys gotta learn how to role play your power levels, bro. You have to learn how to role play your power levels. If you're a rookie, bro, just stay a rookie. You don't have to like blowing up an island doesn't make it any better. Nobody knows your character in a good way for blowing up an island. They're saying it because you did that was dumb as fuck, my guy. Anyway, always role play your levels. Another thing, I just want to get like a couple gripes out the way. I'm just gonna put this out there. I don't even care. We gonna be cutthroat in these videos. I'm not gonna spare nothing, bro. Everybody that's building Lunarians, because I see a lot of y'all are using Lunarians for their power, their durability to fire, like, and that's fine. I don't mind, bro, because if I pick a race or something, clearly I'm picking that shit for like I like the Uchiha. I'm clearly picking the Uchiha because I like the power, bro. Like it ain't gonna be nothing. There's no underlying tone in that. I'm gonna be honest. But what I don't like is how y'all pick certain stuff and then y'all kind of disregard the universe for what it stands for. Y'all are building Lunarians up, and I just want y'all to know, y'all do realize that y'all would be at the top of the hunted list, bro. Like, you niggas would be like number one. Lunarians were said to live atop the red line, which would be a direct, and I repeat, a direct challenge to the world government. Like, they used that's pretty sure that's 200% chance why the world government wiped them out. Well, I don't know if they wiped. I don't know what the case was, but I'm pretty sure that had something to do with something, because you can't live atop the the red line, and it's just like it just challenges the hierarchy that is already set by the world government. Anyway, y'all got that. Y'all out here being like no disrespect or nothing, because I think he already knows, so it's not even that bad as long as he knows. Adish is a Lunarian, right? Whose dream is to sit on the empty throne while also being a revolutionary. Bro, those are 3 threats in a best. You didn't even before I even started reading your role plays, I'm already reading shit that would make you worth at least 500 million, bro. Off rip. Why do you want that much heat? Like, I don't know. I mean, it's his character at the end of the day. Nobody can force him, tell him, hey bro, change it. Like, you know what I'm saying? He has creative freedom, he can do whatever he wants. Crow cool, like him. I just wanted him to know, you feel me, that's how that kinda, you know what I'm saying, he would be at the top. Anyway, some other stuff, a lot of y'all are buying next level. Yo, somebody had infusion. Who the fuck? Why are you buying infusion for a 1584? Yo, I didn't spend a single dollar on Misty, bro. Like, and by dollar I mean like point. I didn't spend a single point on Misty, bro. So why do y'all see the need to have to buy House Shoku already infused? Like, come on, Jay. Mythical Zone. Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm sick. mythical zones, Sideshow. Hold up, why the fuck are niggas buying Sideshow, bro? Yo, it took me 2 years, real time, before I even got my first Sideshow, and that was on a character I was building like shit too. Like, so it was work to. Anyway, you get what I'm saying? A lot of y'all are just starting off big. It is like think bigger as in growth, whatever the case may be. Anyway, get to a couple of these points. Got a few disclaimers real quick. Almost no ability. I know a lot of y'all going to these stuff like trying to think if your ability gonna be good or not, or whatever the case may be. Y'all be wanting devil fruits, and then you ask, you be like, I wonder if this devil fruit was made already, bro. This week is like 4, 5, 6 years old, bro. Almost every idea, 90%, 95% of the ideas that are out there that you're thinking about have already been made on the wiki, bro. You are free to make another idea, just, you feel me? Roleplay it, or roleplay it a different way, whatever the case may be. If you can't think of anything to build up, I always try to think of something from other media, but you're gonna have to incorporate it into like the One Piece style. An example would be basically Ashura, right? He has he basically, this right here is avatar stuff. By the way, I done updated all of this, bro. He got his physical ability section now since last time. He got tactical skills. He got his avatar filled in. He got his history filled. Like, I ain't gonna lie, he got a lot right now. It's just like, anyway, his avatar thing is literally just a Susanoo ripoff, bro. It's a Susanoo ripoff. At first, it started off as a super Susanoo ripoff. I'm not gonna lie. I can say that wholeheartedly. I just changed a few things. Boom, went. Still looked skeleton, everything. After like talking about it a little bit more, thinking, and I talked to Ash too a little bit, because Ash is like, I'm not telling y'all to go talk to Ash because he probably don't respond, but Ash is like the master, like he's like a mastermind when it comes to ability. So, we were talking, he was telling me like, yeah, you can keep it. You can keep like the spirit energy shit since it already exists and all that. But maybe you could say like it works with the sweat to give it like a more gel looking type of get more technical and sciencey with it. So that's basically what I did. I made it to where the sweat glands inside of, and it's for a specific tribe. I made it to where the sweat glands. Oh, y'all can't even see this. Hold on. I made it to where basically the sweat. Hold on. Let me see. Oh yeah. The Yaksha tribemen possess some sweat glands that have the ability to secrete the spirit, like the spirit energy that's inside of you. By the way, Qui-Gon is already something in One Piece. Like Lao G uses it. Like it's a thing. It's a thing, bro. Releases these sweat glands outside of the body, depending on the location the avatar will be able to manifest. Technically, now let me just get y'all the way on how this was built up. Technically, how this is being built up by Ashura. If Ashura was able to like use it the way that the technique was meant to be used, which is basically just secreting this sweat that turns into like the spirit energy that protects you in the form of a Susanoo type shit. You're supposed to be able to manifest the full, like the complete body Susanoo shit, the shit that has arm, legs. You're supposed to be able to do something akin to that, not exactly that, because the way it looks for my Yaksha, the way I changed it so it doesn't look exactly like Susanoo ripoff, instead of like skeletons and stuff, it doesn't form skeletons. It just forms like titans around you. So like it's gonna be like an actual body. Well, it's spoilers. I mean, I'm not gonna spoil, but basically right now, the only ones that I've seen are basically the human body looking ones, where you can just summon an appendage, and instead of it being like a skeleton arm, it'll be like an actual human arm, like how my shit is. But it's still basically the same. It's still a Susanoo, but instead of looking like a skeleton, it just looks like the actual arm. But the skin is made out of the spirit energy shit, so it still has its own color or whatever the case may be. Blah, blah, blah. Like that's just how I changed it up. So, because at first I did have it just like a straight up skeleton looking just like Susanoo, all that. Then I just like slowly, after talking to Ash, I slowly started thinking of more and more stuff. So, like I said, these abilities need to be able to grow into something, right? So, for Ashura specifically, since I was building him up as a rookie, I basically dialed it back a little bit. You're supposed to be able to just summon up the entire Titan, little naked nigga. He might have on like some shorts or something, some sandals, and then like probably like one of those things that go like just like Buddha, like Buddhists be wearing, like monks and stuff. Just something that go over the top a little bit, eyes closed, maybe, I don't know, something. Right? You're supposed to be able to do the full thing, like no matter what. However, it's kind of like Electro with Minx. However, he didn't grow up. Ashura didn't grow up around Yasuka tribe. Remember, he didn't find this out until just recently in a role play. That's why I'm able to make this video, because I needed an example to be able to show y'all. He learned that Well, he told somebody that was from the tribe, like, yo, you told me that we're supposed to be able to create a big titan. I've never been able to do that. And Ashura is 24. I mean, he's like 24 now. So like, he been having the ability. I'd say maybe since he was young, like maybe like 10 or something. He discovered that he could do it. So for like 14 years, he's never been able to build the entire titan. It's always been appendages. So he's like, yo, why can't I build appendages? So the dude basically, it's explained the reason why Ashura can't do it is because he's never had training with it. Like he wasn't raised around Yaksha. Like Yakshas actually train with each other to be able to do the ability, and they just teach it at the bigger level because it's easier. The sweat glands just come, the sweat secretes over the entire body, and since you're basically secreting from the entire body, the Titan is mimicking that. Your imagination, whatever you want, like whatever you want your avatar, or you know what I'm saying, whatever you want the avatar to be. However, because you didn't have the proper training, you don't know how to force it all out of your body at once to form it into shape it into the Titan. Instead, what he explained, or what I explained basically in a role play, was that the reason he can't do it is because he didn't get the proper training, and he's forcing the sweat to come out of the areas that he wants to use basically. So like if he wants protection, he'll make a stomach and a back area form in an arm rather than just taking the whole thing. Not only is that given, I gave an in-story reason as to why he can't do it. I gave myself a out of character limiter so I don't make this ability stupendously broken. And on top of that, I basically made it to where he can grow into making the bigger one. You get what I'm saying? So like it's just a whole mini thought process that you just gotta go through. Or whatever the case may be. And this isn't even a devil fruit ability. This is an ability of a tribe, by the way. Like, you don't even need devil fruit abilities. But anyway, that was just an example that I want to use. And I was just saying you can use abilities from other media, but you need to fix it so that it fits into the One Piece universe, which I think I did a great job of making this fit into the One Piece universe, considering we have Senjutsu, which comes from Naruto, which is just like Sage Mode, but it's actually not. It's just understanding the human body and all this extra shit, which is technically still Sage Mode, by the way. This is the whole time body what is it called? Body something. Saime Rek something, bro. I can't even hold on. This I can't Life Return, that's what I couldn't think of the English name. Life Return is just basically fucking Sage Mode from Naruto, bro. That's literally what it is, and they're interchangeable because it's like, okay, bet. So Zerk was like, okay, Zerk wrote all this, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, maybe I wrote this part. I don't know, maybe I wrote this part. But he definitely wrote this, which is the 5 breathing methods, 5 phases, and he even says like, he got it from Void's article he made on Naruto Fan, and on top of that, it's just styles from Demon Slayer with wonderful tools and references for him to make this. So, you know what I'm saying? So like, you just have to make it work in the universe so that it fucking makes sense. As for anyway, like I said, do that. Boom. The next thing you need to also do. Y'all need to set yourselves on a build, like on a specific build, and try not to break that too much. Not every character needs to be the fastest. Not every character needs to be the strongest. Not every and I'm talking about all together. Like, they don't need to be the strongest, the fastest, the most reflexive, the most perceptive. You get what I'm saying? That's just leaving no margin for error. You cannot do that. Every character needs some type of weakness, bro. Every character needs some type of weakness, bro. Otherwise, it just makes it a boring character. An instant. Me, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. These are the builds, I would say, right? These are the list of builds in case y'all need like a little, you know what I'm saying? Dang, what does he mean? I'll just tell y'all. I got them all written down. Speed build, strength build, balanced build, hockey build, and a technique build. These are the 5 builds that this is how I look at it, right? This is literally, I didn't ask nobody else for these type of builds. This is just my opinion. You don't have to go by this. This is just how I look at it in my head, right? A speed build would be, just use some canon references here so you guys can get what I'm saying. A speed build would probably be, I want to say Kizaru. He's like the fastest character in what's One Piece. I don't want to just say Kizaru, but let's say Kizaru. Okay, that's a speed build. Who else is fucking fast in that damn show? Kuro was a speed build. Captain Kuro, that was a speed build. Those are 2 speed build examples. Y'all can look at them if y'all want to, you know what I'm saying? Strength build, Luffy, technically. Kid, clearly. Sanji, well, I don't know. I'll get back to it. Well, Sanji is a strength build, but I'll get back to that later. Kaido, you know what I'm saying? You understand what a strength build is. A balanced build. I want to say a balanced build is a balance between strength and speed, right? And maybe technique and maybe it's like a balance could be a accumulation of all five being like to where one is not stronger than the other, but it's like the hit and miss with balance. Balance is just you trying to balance out all five, and I kind of recommend it I recommend it if you know what you're doing. If you know how to role play, if you know how to properly scale yourself, I recommend balanced build. But if not, then just stay away from that. Another is hockey build. Hockey build is just Shanks, bro. Roger. Those are like hockey builds in my opinion. Garp. Those are Rocky. I think that they're hockey builds because they don't have those fruits and they manage to make it far. They have strength and clearly. I'm not saying just because I'm saying somebody is a build doesn't mean they don't have the other attributes. That's just what they are in my opinion. That's just what they excel in my opinion. That's the strongest thing. And a technique build. A technique build is just somebody who has a lot of technique. Like they just, I don't know, they have finesse. They rely a lot on their devil fruit. They rely a lot on, like basically like that. So I'm trying to think of wiki examples of speed. Speed build with Jupiter for sure. Jupiter is like, Jupiter is fast. Kuzma's a speed. I like speed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying y'all gotta switch it up every time. I'm saying just have a focus. I like speed builds, but I have a lot of speed. Let's just go right here real quick. Well, maybe I really don't have a. This is Dexter is a technique build. Why? Because he's fast and he's strong. Like he's more of a balance when it comes to those two. But he's a technique build because he has techniques that makes him seem faster than what the fuck he is. Like that. Maybe he has a technique where he basically just swings at you with the sword. He comes at you full speed, swings at you with a sword, and at the moment where you think he's either about to hit you or like you about to block, he just pivots to the right, like instantly to where you can't even react, and he pivots back to the left and he just like cuts you. So like it looks like he's faster than what he really is. But like actuality, he's just using a technique to like fuck with you, like to fuck with your head. Speed build. I don't know, bro. I don't know. This nigga he's supposed to be overpowered. I don't know, bro. It's something, bro. Speed build. This is probably more of a technique build. She's a balanced build. Izumi is strong and fast. Lindsay technique build without a doubt. She's not fast. She's probably my slowest character I've ever fucking made. One of my slowest mains. I don't know what Misty was. I never got a chance to really expand her character enough to say, you feel me, what I think she is or what I think she isn't. I'm trying my camera real quick because I got a cough. Oh my god. Well, anyways, I was saying you just need to figure out what kind of build you mean. You're not limited to one type. You can put two. I would recommend at the start. Maybe focus on one. And then slowly introduce the other. I know for Ashura specifically, and other like you got other guy. I can only say my characters because I can't really like. Argo is a hang out. Argo is like a balanced build, technique, hockey, strength, speed. That is the epitome. That is the epitome of a fucking balanced build. Like he has everything. Tabert is probably more of a strength technique build, probably hockey too. I don't know. I mean, I've seen him use hockey, so kind of because it's so crazy. I don't know, but he actually just learned advanced hockey in that breakout role play with Valor. So, you know what I'm saying? It's probably think he's more of a technique strength build because he's not that fast. And he also has sword finesse. So yeah, just try to keep it limited to two. I think Asher would be more of a technique balanced build because he's fast, I guess. I don't know if I want to make him faster. But since he has like the avatar shit, it basically gives him strength. It just gives him strength. So like his strength, he has his own natural strength because the Yaksha have like naturally higher strength and durability than the average human, but it's still like, damn, I don't know what I'm still finding him. Right now, he's definitely a technique build because he uses his ability a lot. Like, he relies on it a lot. He got hand-to-hand too. But anyway, I was just basically what I'm saying. After you figure out what kind of build you want, depending on this, we'll decide if you want to make a character more. I hesitate to get into this. I really hesitate to get into this, but it is what it is, right? We're gonna just go straight up with it. Hockey orientated or devil fruit orientated. You could be both. Clearly, Whitebeard, right? But I'm talking about like at the start, and by the start, I kind of mean like paradise level. Because once you in like the blues, you should still be trying to introduce. Yo, when you in the blues, you're basically just introducing your character, bro. You should not be hitting next level last Deuce 6 mocking the shit in the blues, bro. You are just explaining your character. That's all you do. You explain what he can, what he can't do, his limitations, explaining a little bit of his history, a little bit, because you want to save story for later on. You always want to save some story. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, I'm in more role plays than half of y'all, and somehow y'all got more feats than my character that been around here forever, bro. Like, well, not been around forever, but been in more role plays. Y'all got more shit, more feats ability wise than these people. But anyway. You need to figure out if you want to be like no devil fruit oriented or devil fruit orientated or tribe oriented. Like, just pick an ability to stick with so that it fits your build. You need to be thinking about your build and your orientation of fighting style simultaneous. Do you want to be a balanced devil fruit? I mean, do you want to be a speedy devil fruit user or a strong devil? It depends on your devil fruit. It depends on your tribe ability. Like, all of that is taken into account whenever you making these characters. Like, it's a lot of, you think about some stuff by itself, but you think about a lot of this shit together. Understand that devil fruits aren't the only way to have abilities. And to be honest, devil fruits aren't the only way to have abilities. I prefer devil fruits. I don't prefer hockey, but I feel like hockey builds are just dick sucking, grab wanking off shanks. Like, that's just how I see it personally. I don't really give a shit. I think devil fruits are better, and I think main people that give a fuck can agree. Daz, Zerk, Damo. A lot of us, yeah, we like the story of One Piece because we're trying to figure out what the mystery is. But a lot of us only give a fuck about the abilities in a lot of these cases. We just want to see shit. Like, I don't know how to explain. It's just like devil fruits are better in my opinion. But you need to decide if you want to understand that devil fruits aren't the only way. You have tribe abilities. You have aside from tribe abilities, you have tribe abilities. You have tools. You have scientific achievements. You have all kind of stuff that you could put into play other than just devil fruits and still give yourself abilities. Look at the Lunarians. Niggas are basically Mary users without being able to go intangible, which in all cases, like for what it's worth, their durability is like being a fucking Logia anyway. So you know what I'm saying? So just try not to go too crazy. Now, I know I'm saying this, but that don't mean go and make a random tribe on y'all rookies now to try to get them on the bit. Like, don't do that. But I'm saying just have this in your mind for maybe a future main character, like anything, like just all like have it in your mind. Keep your mind open that and know that you're not like limited to this one-dimensional mindset that y'all have. And even if somebody don't like the ability, and they telling you to change something because it's stupid or something, those are two different things. May and Pud, well, I don't know about May. I can't say May. I'm sorry, but Pud and did just straight up express that she didn't like the avatar ability. I don't know if she knows about the changes that I made to it, but so maybe her opinion will like swap or whatever the case may be. But she didn't like it at first. I didn't complain. I didn't change anything. I didn't say, I'm just not going to do that ability. But what I did do, it made me go back and say, all right, let me make this different. What can I do to make it at least more different so it feels like it's something fresh and brand new? So, like, yeah, I don't know if Puddin saw that. So, I didn't get mad at her. I didn't say, yo, shut the... I do that often. But even if I did say that, like, I was, like, being sarcastic. I was like, maybe, like, type shit. I was being sarcastic with her. But at the end of the day, I took her advice and I just changed it up. Like, I tried to make it different. I gave him more of a story. Like, it just opened my eyes. I didn't take it as a diss. I just took it as all right, well, let's make this shit better then real quick. But yeah, anyway, but Puddin and May are kind of hard to satisfy, so don't worry about trying to satisfy them. They're like gay, so you know how that should be. But anyway, hockey is a entire fighting style of itself. Never forget that. Like, always remember that. So I don't know why I felt the need to say that. Just ignore that. But it is a fighting style in of itself, especially if you're gonna be a main hockey build. Like, look at Shanks and look at what you see with Roger, the little stuff that you do see with Roger and the stuff that was revealed about Shanks. Like, that's an entire style itself. You need to be able to. Oh shit! Speaking of that, I need to bring this while it's on my mind, right? While it's on my mind. All right, I'm back. My fault. So, anyway, as I said, hockey is a fighting style of itself. Don't forget that. If you're struggling with an ability for a devil fruit, I know I say this very loosely, and I know putting this properly, closing her eyes as she's hearing this, balling up her fists and cracking her fucking bones while I'm about to say this. But if you are at your absolute bottom, your ass hurt from sitting on it, and your brain hurt because you've been overworking the last 2 cells you have from the rest of your life, my God, you can't think of a devil fruit ability. Do what MKK does and just go thematic. You can never go wrong with being thematic. I mean, you can. You can. Daz went thematic with his straw or scarecrow shit. He just made it to where scarecrows can do all this crazy shit. The open no meat is a thematic devil fruit. Around operations, it's like just try to go thematic with certain shit, bro. Like find something, find an ability you want, and if you can't make that exact, like let's say you want this revive fruit. If you can't get a revive fruit, then just make a fucking devil fruit that can call on like the souls that you've met, or make a devil fruit that can call on the souls of the dead people that you've met, or if you've come into contact with their corpses. Like, just do that. Anyway, devil fruits can in all honesty achieve anything so long as it follows under a specific scope. So that's why I say if you go thematic, a devil fruit can be. I'm one of the out of all the staff. I'm one of the ones that don't really mind broken up. I only mind it on a character when you just made this nigga and he was supposed to start 2 days ago. You just started him 2 days ago and somehow he's awakened. Like, that's the type of shit that I don't like. I don't like that type of shit, bro. That shit corny. But like I said, they can achieve anything so long as they follow under one thing, bro. You could be a fucking car. You can be a car devil fruit, right? And you can give it a pocket dimension because cars have trunks. You know what I'm saying? You can have you just got access to a whole fucking pocket dimension on a fucking car devil fruit. All because cars have a trunk, and I'm just using the trunk as a dimension. Go saying? So yeah. If you can't find anything or thematic, like I said, go from another series, just one piece it up a little bit. Same thing I did, bro. Same thing Zerk did with the Saime Kaken shit. Same thing niggas do all the time. A lot of abilities aren't, bro. It's gonna be hard. 90%, 99% of the abilities that you want to do exist in the other media, some way, shape, or form. So nothing is gonna be 100% original. Just try to do your best to make it one piece as best as you can. There's 3 different types of devil fruits: Logia, Potamecia, Zone. The bane of my existence. Well, not the bane of my existence. I don't like mythical zones. Anyway, I recommend Paramecia because Paramecia have no limitation. Yo, bro, I'll show y'all something real quick. This is the scarecrow fruit, right? Look what he can do. He can basically avoid damage like a Logia. He can turn into a scarecrow like a zone. Hold on, he could turn into a scarecrow. I don't know which one it is. He could turn into a scarecrow like a zone. He can perform basically like black magic. He can swap the damage and shit like the war. This shit is just like war on crack, bro. Same thing. Who else got a devil fruit? Oh, me actually. Baki no Mi. This is the Horo no Mi on crack. He could turn into a ghost, except he can create ghost familiars. He can call on the ghosts, like the souls of people he's met in the underworld, or people. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet, but I had it to where he just went down there. He's seen them. Like, he can make a image of them appear. He can't use them or nothing, but I don't know if I'm gonna go that far. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Like I say, he can go ghost. It's like you have devil fruits that can do. Paramecia are the best because they can basically achieve anything. Logia, I think they're kind of cheap. When it comes to role playing, especially at a low level, because you can't, unless the Logia element has a weakness and your character can figure this shit out. I don't think it's very plausible for like a blue sea person to even be able to stand against a Logia, but that's neither here nor there. So we just gonna go ahead and go to the next one. Zones. I support mythical zones. What I don't support is spammed mythical zone. Yo, that one rookie with the Saijo in the mythical zone, don't like it. That one crew with like 6 MZs, Garyon's crew, don't like that. That's when I start to like not like it. I don't care that people complain, yo, bro, there's too many mythical zones on the week. Yo, nobody gives a fuck, bro. It's a fanon. What did you expect, bro? It's like making a Naruto fanon and not expecting people to want to make Uchiha or Senju. Like that's fucking insane, bro. That's an insane mindset to have. But it's just a lot of people just do it in poor practice, bro. One of my mains is a fucking mythical zone, bro. It's nothing wrong with it. Y'all just do it in poor practice, bro. And that's all. That's it. Like, I don't know. If you want to go for a more defensive durability strength build, I would say make a zone. If you want to go for a more balanced all around type build, I would say make a Parmesia. Logia, I don't say make that shit at all. That's just how I feel. But if you want one, hey, since we're making main character, and slowly revealing them, I recommend using something you can continue to improve over time though. So like fire ability, you can, because you can just make it have blue flames, which are hotter than regular flame. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can keep advancing through that type of way. Even my Baki no Mi, I'm slowly revealing shit. I'm not doing it all at once. I didn't reveal all his abilities at once. I didn't reveal everything that he could do all at once. I'm giving it era to fucking grow my. Let me see. I'm trying to think of some other dope fruits. My Yodo no Mi really grew that fruit. That fruit, I have had that fruit for years, bro. Let me see. I don't know, because I don't make the devil fruit pages often that fast, so it might not be on here. February 2022, which is basically 2020, which is 3 years ago, and I've just now revealed Kuzma's ability to do this, bro. I've just now, bro. All this just got revealed this year. Soul Drive just got revealed this year, bro. Cross mode just got revealed this year. I need to change this to say cross mode. Just got revealed this year. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just need to be able, if to keep, that's how you keep a main character, right? by constantly having a way for them to grow personality and ability wise, bro. Like, once your character hits the peak, you kind of just stop role playing. Prime example, Valor Daz. He got Yonko. Nigga ain't even finishing the role plays he still had with Valor once he hit Yonko already. Like, but I'm saying, you don't want to reach these tops. You don't reach the pinnacle of your power too soon, bro. It makes you burn out of the character fast, and it makes the character so fucking boring, bro. I just want y'all to keep that in mind, bro, when y'all are doing this. I think that's mostly it for the most part. This video is longer than it needs to be, but I feel like I covered some very good points, and I hope that y'all. Hope I can get y'all to what the heck? I hope I can get y'all to change y'all views on these characters and really build these characters, bro. Like, I'm literally doing it alongside of these videos. That's why I don't know how fast these videos are gonna come out, but I'm literally doing it alongside y'all in these videos, bro. But anyway, hope y'all have a nice day, and